forward. وريهم قوتك.
Let's stop that payload in its tracks.
Supercharged and on fire.
Come over here. Pull back.
Close your eyes.
Gotta stop that payload.
60 seconds remaining.
Over there. Targeting hostile.
Get in there. Face the defender on the body.
Giant forest watches over you.
I've got you.
We must halt the payload has reached the fire.
Need someone to tuck you in? Need someone to tuck you in? Need someone to tuck you in?
We gotta stop that payload. My ultimate is
Need
almost
someone to tuck you in?
My sound barrier is almost ready.
Need someone to tuck you in? I have opened someone to tuck you in? Need someone to tuck you in? Need someone to tuck you in?
Enemy located.
I burn with purpose.
Enemy in sight. Targeting hostile. Enemy in sight.
Vamos esculachar!
Supercharged and on fire.
Arigato.
60 seconds remaining.
Move up here.
My mic up or down really? I turned other people's stuff.
Enemy spotted.
Yo.
What's
What up, Sasuke?
Sasuke?
Ain't shit. Alright, what y'all get up to? Low.
We just went out to one of the bars downtown. This nigga Leak was drunk.
How was it? Y'all are in like Nashville, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of country and shit going on.
Yeah. We had a bunch of live bands going on. We were just like, bro. Like, the first bar we went to, we were just like, dog, why are y'all talking to? Like, the dude, every time he would finish a song, he would start talking. Like, bro, shut up.
Man, that's how they are, bro. I was hearing on the podcast though. One of the guys up there, he went down to Nashville, and he was like, I loved it. He's like, every single bar, he's like, you'd have like 4-story bars. Every single floor has someone playing music. He's like, and everyone knows how to play. Everyone knows how to sing. It seems like he's like, you know, you'd have the bartender going out there and they're singing. The drummer will start singing and shit. But he was also talking about, he was like, I was passing bars and I was hearing the diss track records, because this is whenever they were still, like, right in the midst of it. So he's like, I was hearing it, like, out and about, even in those areas.
I don't think we ever really heard it. I didn't really hear a single diss track.
Hey. Fair enough. I mean, shit, Beat's pretty much dead at this point. I think they are going to continue responding. I don't think it's going to stop, but I feel like it's really hard to continue at this point.
Yeah. What is it with this game and just giving me all these defensive players?
You said what?
So like lately, every time I get like any of these good packs, it gives me like a bunch of defensive players. Like I've gotten a 94 overall center back, a 94 keeper, a 93 right back, and now I just got another 94 overall center back.
I'm curious, do you have a lot of defensive people?
Huh?
Do you have a lot of defensive or like offensive people?
I mean, I have a good number, but I could definitely use some replacements now, because like they're like in the low 90s, high 80s, and I could definitely use some upgrades in them.
I wonder if it's like reading based on like your current team setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think so. FIFA FC is just trash when it comes to this kind of crap.
Hey, you know, speaking of trash when it comes to this kind of crap, a funny detail I didn't catch. I was watching someone on they were doing some For Honor shit, and the guy was saying how in the most recent Warriors Den or whatever, which is like their little podcast for their patch updates and stuff, one of them had actually said that like the little zoom in effect that happens at the beginning of like 1v1s, that like super simple quote unquote like zoom effect, it was like the people that designed that effect, he's like, we no longer have them, so we actually can't change or update or do anything with that. Same thing with the little start animation, that team that like, you know, all the people that are like sitting there talking and there's like an explosion before a Dominion game. He's like, the people that made that are no longer there. He's like, that's why it's like slowly looks like it's gotten worse over time.
Oh,
like,
so
yeah,
they can't fix that. Like that's just there.
Yeah, like the mouths and shit, like don't move or anything.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh.
So
but
he's like,
if they did,
it's a cool animation, so fuck it.
Yeah, I get this. Like, if they did want to do something else, they would have to completely change that.
And honestly, that little tidbit right there spoke so loudly about the future of the game to me as well. It's like, hey, either all of our resources might be going over to a sequel or an update version of the game, like a PS5 official, or we ain't doing that shit. And we just haven't pulled the plug. But also the community is still, like, in my opinion, still good and alive.
Yeah, a lot of people still play this game.
It's just, it's unfortunate because it doesn't have the return on investment. So it's like, you can't funnel in a bunch of money you don't have because you're not you're probably not gonna get it back.
Alright, so I've now changed my defensive team now. In the center, I have these two gigantic black niggas. I got a 6'5" giant and another 6'1" giant.
Just titans.
Yeah. And then for a backup, I got another 6'4" giant and another 6'2" giant.
Hey, you know who else is a legend in his like own sport? Wayne Gretzky in hockey.
The name is familiar. I can't see the face though.
He wore the 99 jersey. I don't really know where he sits at, but when he retired, the entirety of the league, every team unanimously retired that number.
Wow.
Because he is literally him. When I watched this video, it was like 7 minutes long or something. It says Wayne Gretzky for people who don't watch hockey, and it's this guy basically explaining why he is who he is. And he's like, yo, like he's not like he doesn't have insane stats. Like he's not the best shooter. He's not the best defensive player. He doesn't stand out in one category. It's like, but he is hockey. It's like his understanding of like the sport and the movements involved in it, like just transcend everyone. And like, I'm gonna look up the difference between his stats and the second best stats of all time. Because he literally gaps the second person when it comes to just overall shots, assists and shit like that.
First round, 1. Score 1-0.
Alright, so this person says, how do I explain the extent of Wayne Gretzky's greatness to someone who knows nothing about hockey? And this person said, tell them that even if you took away all of his goals, like all of 99's goals, right? He would still be the highest scoring player of all time thanks to his assists. Let that sink in. He would still be the highest scoring player of all time just based on his assists. You can take away every shot he's ever made. And we're talking about hockey here. Gretzky retired in 99. He could have played 16 more full seasons, never missing a game, without scoring a single goal or registering a single assist. Retired in 2015 and still had a point per game average or still hold the record for his career. What
I want to hear all that stuff. Yeah, I was
at 8? Ain't no damn way. I was on this game waiting for hours for someone to be on so I could play.
Yeah, I was out all last night. Me and Leek were out all last night.
Unless you start it private.
Alright, look here, just because you mad, Uncle. You talk to me like that. That is crazy. Came over here with all the hostility here. This nigga right here, bro.
See, honestly, I was banking on people being on last night. I thought it was gonna turn up. I was like, man, I have this weird feeling that like everyone's gonna hop on and it's gonna be fight night. Then no one got on.
Yeah, me and Leek went out. Just,
They was mobbing on the town.
I had to. We did go to like this little game like old school game arcade, which was actually pretty dope.
Shit, what'd y'all play? Did y'all play anything?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of old school games, like the old like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. Street Fighter and stuff like that. It was pretty dope.
Fuck yeah, dude, that shit is dope. Now, you don't see them shits anymore. Like you see like maybe like 1 or 2 machines in like a comic book shop, because yeah, it makes sense, but
Yeah,
like a dedicated
this was like a whole dedicated thing to very like old school style pinball machines and all that. So it was actually pretty dope.
dude,
And
imagine a smoke shop / arcade.
This one had a bar and everything inside of it.
Dave and Buster's killed the arcade.
Enemies there. Let's clear them out. You cannot escape me.
Boda boda boda. Alright. Hell yeah, Harry business. Man, I'm actually I'm closing down on getting this hero skin for Shaolin. But I'm also torn on the all white skin they have. Only available for 4 days.
One more win away from rank.
About time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds. Pushing the barricade. Supercharged and on fire. Threats defeated. Under my protection. Your aid. TS1, move this barricade.
Life protects life.
Negative.
Hello there. Greetings. I'm on fire. สวัสดี
Alright, low.
Give me like 2 minutes to use the bathroom, but I'm loading up.
Word. Sasuke, you getting on? Or are you still on Overwatch? We'll come over and play it sometime today for sure. Boom, 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 bam, boom.
Hanzo, at your service.
Door.
Life protects life.
The robot is ours. Onward.
Nobody left, huh?
Helden sterben nicht.
Forward spawn activated. I'm on fire. Is EP watching? Locked down.
We're taking the robot. My ultimate is starting. Your aid.
Das Universum singt vor mir. Let's consume you! Willpower burns within me.
Deine Pflicht ist nicht getan. They will not break us.
They're pushing forward. Cut them down.
Stand aside.
This ends now. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Awaiting instructions. Results not guaranteed if robot is damaged.
I'm on fire. Is Ify watching? Forward spawn. Returning TS1 to the battlefield. I'm on fire. Is Ify watching?
This ends now.
TS1, move this battlefield.
I have rank.
Hell yeah.